Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Greg Marshall, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about um, gaining a competitive marketing advantage. And so I've got a couple tips for this that I think are kind of fun to share, and it should take some pressure off of you when it comes to coming up with marketing ideas and how to basically distribute your message. So, first of all, focus on look at what your competition is doing and how they're marketing, and then just do the exact opposite. So use the technique of out of place marketing when you're trying to gain a marketing competitive advantage. And what that basically means is this: think about not only what your competitors are doing, but think about what they're also not willing to do. Okay. So here are a few examples: give out free content, give out all their best tips, actually pick up the phone and talk to their customers, actually care about their customers, actually care more about delivering value to their audience than taking value. And those are just a few examples because one thing that I've noticed, a lot of people like to market their businesses in a very selfish manner, meaning their only mindset and thought is, how do I take from my customers? How do I get, how do I make sure that I make money? And if you think about that, that goes against exactly what you're supposed to be doing as a business owner, which is you set up your business to make sure that you can solve a problem or deliver an experience to a customer. So the mere fact that you're thinking about how do I get, and you're starting your conversation off that way is already, you're off to the right, or excuse me, to the wrong direction. And so what you want to do is, if you want to have an advantage over your competitors, think the opposite counterintuitively, which is, what can I give to my audience and how can I give it to my audience where they get an amazing experience and they feel kind of an emotional tie to what your business is doing. So if you're looking to gain a big competitive advantage, start with doing what other business owners are currently not doing and not willing to do. So the next thing is, do things such as video. Video is a great way to gain a competitive advantage because most people don't want to get themselves on video because they're either self-conscious or they don't think it works or they don't know how to do it. And that is where the opportunity lies, is go where the competition isn't willing to go. And video is a great way to do it because most people will make excuses on why they don't or can't do video, and they're just going to miss out on that opportunity. Therefore, you have an opportunity to gain a marketing competitive advantage. So do things that are considered difficult and then try to master them, because if you do, that's giving you what Warren Buffett calls a competitive moat, which is you're doing something that the barrier to entry is a little bit more difficult. Therefore, not as many people do it. Therefore, if you have the skills and techniques to execute on that, you're able to stand out, and now you have a unique selling proposition. So do things that other business owners aren't willing to do. Do things that are considered difficult or hard, and that the barrier to entry is a little bit further than maybe just doing things that anyone can do. And a great example of this is just when you look at social media and social media ads, right? So that it's so easy and people understand how to post that the barrier to entry is very easy. Therefore, there's a lot more competition with people wanting to do social media. But the competition for doing video, long form video, giving more content, developing more content, and viewing what you're doing as a revenue generating activity, that's something that not everyone is either willing to do or knows how to do. So that's another way to gain a competitive advantage. The next thing is to change how you look at what you're doing. So when you're creating content, a lot of business owners kind of look at, if I do these videos or I'm posting on social media, that's kind of a waste of time. Like, how do I make money from that? And the problem is they're thinking about how do they make money today from that. But if you shift your thinking into the marketing and development of content is actually part of your job, and you go, just like, you have to do accounting, and just like you have to do sales, just like you have to give your product or service to the customer, you got to look at content creation the same. So you have to look at the content as, this is part of my, my job, my business, And every day and every second that I'm spending creating content that can help solve a problem or entertain my audience, I'm making money from that. Money will be generated from that. It's just a long-term play. And you have to look at everything that you're doing today is going to come back 12 months from now, 18 months from now. I created a video not too long ago talking about underestimating your sales cycle and why you have to be careful with thinking that your sales cycle is just, a few days or instantaneously or, 7 days, when really that sales cycle could be a year. Because a true sales cycle is from the point of their first exposure to you to when they convert. So you have to be thinking long term and don't underestimate your sales cycle. And when you're making content and creating videos and quotes and posts and pictures and things of that nature, what you're doing is you're actually helping the customer go through a journey. Okay. And that's the goal, is you want to actually put customers through a marketing journey that they actually enjoy. So you don't want it to be something where, they don't enjoy it or they're not gaining any value from it or they don't feel a connection to you. You want it to actually feel like the experience and the journey is so good that they can't wait to tell their family and friends about it to generate referrals. And everyone knows the favorite marketing channel of every business owner is word of mouth, the mystical word of mouth business. And there's lots of business that I talk to that said, well, we built our business purely off word of mouth, which is great because they do understand the importance of experience. But if you want to amplify that, create a marketing journey that pretty much does exactly what you do in person and put it online. Meaning, think from the mindset of, when I first meet someone, like in the grocery store or at the gym or at a coffee shop, what do I say? I don't immediately go into, hey, buy my product. That just sounds funny, right? It feels funny to do that because you would never just approach someone and tell someone, hey, buy this immediately right now, even though you don't know me, because the conversion rate to that's going to be zero. But if you go ahead and just think about, if I first met someone at Starbucks or at the gym or at the mall or at an event, first I would start off by kind of saying who I am and a little bit about myself. Then I would go into what I do a little bit more specifically and actually give them something of value and show that I'm a regular human being, not just a business person or someone trying to get a sale, and invest in that relationship, excuse me. And from there, mimic that online. And then take your time when you're going through this journey. Don't be in such a big rush to hurry up and get a sale, because nothing turns off potential customers more than knowing that you have a ulterior motive of trying to sell them and sell them quickly, and that you're not listening. And that's what trying to speed the sale up does, is it gives off the vibe, the impression that you don't really care about that individual. You just care about them giving you money. And if you only care about that, the weird thing is you don't get the money. You have to focus on delivering value, and it should be a fun exchange between the two. It should be an enjoyable exchange where both parties get an opportunity to see that there's true value being exchanged there. And it's not just give me money because I want your money, and hopefully you get results, or hopefully you have a good experience. So those are some great ways to gain a competitive marketing advantage. Do all of the things that your competitors are not willing to do, because 99% of business owners are not willing to have a give first mentality and to have a how can I serve my customer and my market first mentality, and then I'll get what I would like to get. They're only thinking about, how do I get money today, immediately? I don't have time to wait, and looking at customers like a number on a spreadsheet and not investing in the relationship. So if you do that, I pretty much guarantee you're going to have a marketing competitive advantage, because no one else is really willing to do that. So if you ever have any questions or comments, leave it below. Make sure to like, follow, share, subscribe, do all that. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. And I will be making some more videos about this. So if you have topics that you'd like me to go over, leave them in the comment section below. And I'll talk to you guys later.